Of rain, wind, cold, and snow in the forecast heading into Thanksgiving. We'll check it for you just ahead.
Working for you. Fox 2 News at 10 starts now.
A wild story out of West Bloomfield tonight. Good evening, everybody. I'm Rupraj. A man decked out in body armor kicks in a neighbor's door and starts shooting into their home. Let's get live to Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack, who spoke to the family tonight. And Jess, what did they say happened?
Well, they are just as chilled as you will be when you see the security video. It is unbelievable. Now, this all started earlier today when the shooter's wife called 911 here in West Bloomfield, saying that she was scared of her husband. Her husband was having some kind of mental health breakdown, and he had guns. Now, for seemingly no reason at all, he took one of those pistols, allegedly, and went right across the street to his neighbors. The first shot on a defiant path to his neighbor's house. Dressed in body armor, the West Bloomfield man fires 3 shots into his neighbor's home with that pistol with a suppressor on it.
My daughter was in the kitchen. Everybody else was upstairs, luckily. Michael
Norman inside with his 2-year-old granddaughter, his daughter and wife. They're terrified but not hurt. What goes through your mind when you're watching that?
I just think it's hard to believe that that happened here. You hear about these things happening, but never thought it would happen to us.
It happened Monday morning, 14 Mile and Northwestern. The guy behind the blur is not charged yet, so we can't show him. But Michael knows his face well, seen him every day for the last 9 years.
Yeah, and we're friendly. Like, he's a friendly neighbor. I mean, I know everybody always says it, but never would have thought this guy would do that, right?
He actually did work on your house.
Yeah, he put the roof on the house in 2020. You know, seemed like a good guy.
West Bloomfield police, there in a minute, wrestled the man into cuffs using a taser. Inside his house, a dozen guns and more body armor. Why them?
We can't think of any reason that this would have happened.
Can you just imagine what that family is thinking? They see this guy for 9 years. They see each other almost every day, wave, very neighborly. They even hired this guy to do work on their house. And now this. It's just unbelievable. Now, West Bloomfield police, they did say that mental health, they believe mental health played a role here. That doesn't excuse charges, though. He is likely to be charged before Thanksgiving. Coming up on The Edge at 11, you will hear from West Bloomfield police. For now, reporting live, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, so many questions, but I guess my question right away is that family, when they knew that someone was trying to kick open the door and perhaps had a gun and they heard the shots, what were they doing? Were they hiding? Were they picking a room and trying to just find safety in that moment?
Well, that's what I said, Roop. Typically when someone knocks on the door, you go to the door. But right away, it was actually Michael's daughter. She's about 30 years old. She was in the kitchen, so closest to all the action. She knew right away that wasn't a friendly knock. It was aggressive. They're in a tribe level, so she ran up, of course, to be with her 2-year-old little girl. They hid out until it all ended. Thankfully, they had security footage of it all, and there's really no arguing in terms of what's going to happen next for this guy.
We'll be waiting for your report tonight on The Edge at 11 for more on this. Jessica Dupnack for us live tonight in West Bloomfield. Thank you. More scary moments for a Detroit homeowner as he tries to stop a burglary in progress. It happened around 3:30 this morning on Braille near 8 Mile. Kenny Bowles says he got an alarm, I should say, that someone was breaking into his car, so he opened the front door. Before he could say anything, the suspects opened fire on him. Thankfully, he wasn't hurt.
Came out to try to confront them, and 2 guys let off maybe about 14, 15 shots.
What were you thinking in that moment?
Actually, I wasn't. I just got the alarm. I have a 9-year-old, so I just tried to come out and see if I could deter them in any way.
Unbelievable. Those suspects are still on the run tonight. Detroit police continue to investigate. A Detroit firefighter accused of fraud demoted after the findings from a city investigation. He's accused of lying on his timesheet. Fox News' Dave Spencer joins us live from Detroit Public Safety Headquarters with more on these allegations. And Dave, we're not talking about a couple time cards here and there. This was a pretty big thing.
Yeah, and it spans over 4 years, Roop. It's all detailed in this huge report, 190 pages from the City of Detroit Office of Inspector General. This was just made public today, and it really revolves around 3 people. A lieutenant with the fire department accused of clocking in when he wasn't at work, and then there are the 2 supervisors who are accused of not catching any of those errors that were made on his timesheet. The name of this officer, the firefighter, I should say, in question is James Hill Harris, who has been a Detroit firefighter since 2000. His father, Walter Harris, was also a member of the DFD and killed in the line of duty back in 2008, fighting a fire started by an arsonist. James Hill Harris is accused of fraud, though, totaling 150 hours or $120,000 over a total of 4 years. Those are hours that were put on his timesheet but determined by the city to be hours that he wasn't actually working. The accusations first surfaced back in 2022, but the alleged fraud date backs 4 years from that to 2018. Leading the charge on this, the Detroit Office of Inspector General, who looked over phone records and time cards. They also alleged 2 supervisors within the department should have caught the fraud but didn't do anything. The commissioner, the fire commissioner, says it will take more time to pour over and decide any further discipline for the accused. Right now, Hill Harris has been demoted from lieutenant to fire operations firefighter. As for the issue of fraud, the DFD commissioner says they are already addressing the problem with a new payroll manager. Meanwhile, Hill Harris remains on the job.
Member in question, he was discharged, and the union requested for an appeal, and we gave them an appeal. And at the appeal, they provided additional support on his behalf. At that time, we decided to keep that member on the Detroit Fire Department. However, he did face the demotion.
And his current status right now?
His current status, he's in fire operations. Okay. He'll be a firefighter.
I did reach out to Hill Harris. He directed me to his attorney, who sent a statement which reads this: the Office of Inspector General was created to build trust. The final report abandons that mission. The report is factually incorrect, procedurally defective under the Detroit City Charter, and defies common sense. The report suggests a predetermined conclusion and disregards sworn evidence submitted by decorated public servants who have served the city of Detroit for decades. No further comment, end quote. Now, coming up on The Edge tonight at 11, we're going to talk a little bit more about, with the commissioner, about how he plans to restore trust, not only with the community, but within his own department. His comments on that at 11. For now, live in Detroit, Dave Spencer, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, it certainly is a pretty big department out there, and these are just allegations, but it makes you ask the question and wonder if other employees watch other employees carefully to see if what they're attesting to on their time cards could actually be accurate. Are these people in the building when they say they are?
Yeah, some of that is outlined in that 200-page report, but Hill Harris, according to his attorney that was also in the report, said he might be a scapegoat in all this. He claims that it's not the only one doing this if what they're saying is correct. And so, yeah, like to your point, though, it is a huge department. The hierarchy needs to be examined a little closer here on who's watching who and how well they're doing their job.
And certainly they'll be looking at these allegations carefully, and we will report on anything they find as we move forward here. Dave Spencer for us live tonight. Thank you. You know, it's been 24 years since the September 11th terror attacks, planes crashing into the 2 World Trade Center towers in New York, the Pentagon in D.C., and in rural Pennsylvania. The deaths from illnesses and diseases related to 9/11 still ongoing. Now the union representing New York firefighters is demanding answers after a recent discovery related to 9/11. You see, the Uniformed Firefighters Association says 68 boxes containing thousands of records about ground zero toxins were just released after being hidden for years. Union leaders claim that lack of information may have harmed firefighters. They say the documents could also be used to add new health concerns to the list of covered 9/11 related illnesses. Union leaders want to know who originally hid the records and who continued to keep them away from the public. Artificial intelligence is evolving, and it could soon be telling us the weather. Some meteorologists are using AI to help analyze patterns, predict storms sooner, and improve the accuracy of forecasts. And of course, we know that while science continues to advance and AI is going to be a part of our lives, no one will ever be able to replace the charm and the personality of this guy.
Roop, thank you
And the
for
expertise,
the kind words.
right?
Oh, very nice. Z, Bobby.
Getting applause from the others who also don't want AI to replace them, right?
You're all very kind.
Yeah.
Let's talk about today. We had clouds. We were near 50 degrees. We do have some changes ahead. We have some sprinkles out there right now. We'll see some light rain tomorrow, but it's falling temperatures into Wednesday, and for Thanksgiving, that'll be the highlight of the forecast. We're still at 45 degrees, 46 Grand Rapids, Mount Pleasant, 46 degrees. It's all quiet here in Southfield. Again, a couple of sprinkles, especially out over Livingston County right now. Here's our forecast. We're only going to get down to 40, and then moving ahead, a little bit wet at times, but we'll be back near 50 tomorrow. Falling temperatures with wind for Wednesday. Thanksgiving, blustery and cold. A full check of the 7-day in 20.
Those benefits are trickling back, but the harm has already happened. So making sure that families have food in the cupboard and in the fridge for the holidays is more important than ever.
SNAP benefits are back following the longest government shutdown in history, but with the holidays approaching, many are still facing food insecurity. Coming up, we'll take a look at how families can still make sure they have enough on the table this Thanksgiving. We'll be right back.